All right, guys, so today we are making the brown butter chocolate chip cookie dough. This is going to be special for this Valentine's Day cookie box. This is going to be one of the special off-menu flavors that I'm doing for you all. So right now I'm doing the weighing of the flour, just making sure I'm getting all the lumps out. Just going to sift it so we're ready to go after we mix all the wet ingredients. Like I said, we're doing brown butter chocolate chip. I think you all are going to really like this. I browned the butter yesterday, and I may need to add a little bit more unsalted butter to the mix because some of the water content evaporated off during the browning process. But we're going to see. We're going to weigh that out. Let's see. Let's get our sea salt and our baking soda measured out as well. I like to weigh my sea salt because I go a little heavier than your standard cookie dough. I feel like the salt really brings out the sweetness and the flavors in the cookies. So I'm gonna measure that here on the scale. There we go. Let's skip the baking soda. For the baking soda, I do use my measuring spoons. Let's go ahead and level that off. One more. Okay. I like to go ahead and switch it around so it kind of goes in evenly together. Just kind of dumping it around the bowl. Okay. And then we're going to go in with our chocolate chips. Give them a toss to coat. And this is going to help for the chocolate chips to mix in easier because the flour is coating the outside of the chocolate. And it's going to help you skip a step because I see a lot of bakers online mixing in the flour and then folding in the chocolate chips. I think that's an unnecessary step, and the chocolate chips just never seem to be mixed in properly, in my opinion. But if you want to do it like that, that's up to you. I just like to go ahead and get it out the way because you're just going to dump it in. It just needs to get mixed in and incorporated. And you don't want to overwork your dough too, you know what I mean? So, boom, that's done. Now we can go ahead and weigh out this brown butter to see where we're sitting, because we need a certain amount if you want the consistency of the cookie to be on point. I know we're going to be a little bit under. And I'll have to add some more room temperature butter and see where we are. Let's see. That smells amazing. It smells just like toffee, matter of fact. That's exactly what it smells like. That nuttiness that everybody talks about with brown butter, that's what it is. Okay, see all those brown bits? That's what's gonna make this extra rich with flavor. Okay. At this little bit, we might be good. Let's see. We didn't lose that much. Looks like we're only off by 0.4. So I'm gonna add just a touch more butter. Probably don't even really need to. You know what? I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it how it is. I'm gonna leave it how it is. I think it's still gonna be perfect. We're gonna leave that. Now let's zero the scale out and add our sugar. So let's see what we got here. Let's go ahead and add our brown sugar. Right on the money. Okay. Set this here. And you see me sifting this because see those lumps? You don't want those lumps in there and get a pocket of sugar that you can get mixed in. So it's better just to go ahead and sift it out so everything's smooth and creamy. Ooh. Okay. There we go. All right. All right, so that's it for the sugars. What's next? You can't have chocolate chip cookies without the vanilla extract. Well, you can, because I have before, and I don't think people really notice, but I just don't feel like it's correct if it's not in there, being honest with you. It just doesn't smell the same. Doesn't taste the same. All right. So now it's time for the butter. Lots and lots of butter. So when it comes to making cookie dough and cakes, brownies, things of that nature, you always want your ingredients to be room temperature, especially the butter. I feel like if the butter isn't room temp, at least, you're gonna have a hard time. It's gonna take longer to mix. It's gonna take a lot more power to mix, whether you're mixing it with a machine or by hand. Definitely by hand, it's gonna be more tough, which I'm doing today. So yeah, make sure your butter's room temp. Your eggs too, because if they're cold, it's gonna make the butter solidify more, and then it's just gonna be hard to make it a smooth, emulsified mixture. And you're gonna see how easy it comes together in comparison to another video I did with the, I think it was the graham cracker cookie dough. My eggs were still cold, and it was tough getting it mixed, and I was kind of being lazy, and I didn't want to zap the eggs in the microwave. Didn't want to do that. But today, everything should come together pretty smoothly, because the eggs are definitely room temp today. Okay, so I'm gonna cut out so I can get the remaining butter that's on the wrappers, and that's kind of boring. It might be satisfying to some people, but I don't want to kill too much camera space. So I'll be back in a second. Okay, you know what's crazy about this situation is that I already put the brown butter in the bowl. So why am I adding more butter to the bowl? I did this last week with the red velvet, and I did it again. Okay, so I'm gonna remove all this and start mixing this. I just wasted a whole bunch of time after I just said I was gonna save some. That's crazy. All right.